those will look better, right?
Yes, those will look better. But babe, I just turned on the camera to record a video.
Alright, sorry.
What's up guys, it's Tyler. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you guys how I got my first real estate deal, my experience, and the lessons that I learned. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. So as you all know, or some of you might know, I am part of a real estate team. So like each real estate team is structured differently, but with my team leader pays for Zillow leads and Realtor.com leads, and basically when a consumer calls in on a property, they get connected to an agent like myself. So that's how I got my first buyer lead. So the buyer called through Zillow and we got connected, and she wanted to see this house. She wasn't a first-time home buyer. She was purchasing a home for her sister, and she was looking for a house in strictly this one area only, in this specific price range. She had a very specific criteria, and she was looking to move as soon as possible. So me being like super new, I was like, oh shoot, like, okay, this is serious, like I gotta be on it, whatever. So I set up the showing to go view the property as soon as possible. I met them. They fell in love with me. Like, I don't even know why. Like, I was like extremely like nervous the whole time, I swear. But like, they love me and I love them because they were like super sweet too. Like, I swear, like they really like kind of sugarcoated how I thought the working with buyers would be, because they were just extremely nice to me like the whole time. Never really questioned me. Like, they just they trusted me immediately. And like, I think one of those reasons why is because they came from like a big family of a lot of siblings, and I grew up in a household of 8 other siblings, so like I like kind of like related with them. So that's another tip, guys. Mirror and match. Sell with stories. I learned like all this stuff from Brian Costella. If you guys follow him or subscribe to him on YouTube, he goes into a lot of details on like mirror matching, like selling with stories, all that good stuff. So I didn't even realize I was doing it. Like, I was just kind of talking with them naturally. And basically, so I was talking with them. Turned out they were already pre-approved. And if you're an agent, you know it's hard to find a buyer that's already pre-approved and everything. So they were pre-approved with their bank already. And they were putting a pretty decent amount of money down. So like, they were like just a perfect buyer, like just ready to go, ready to push the gun, all that good stuff. So I ended up showing them 2 properties. The first property was the one that we actually met at, and then the second one was one that I handpicked for them. So again, I had already had them set up on a home search. They were looking through those homes, but they couldn't find anything quite in their price range. So I ended up like picking out one that was like, I think 5 or 10 grand over their limit, but I knew it was everything that they wanted. And when I went and showed it to them, it was everything that they wanted. And like, I was just like, whoa. Like, I was like, oh shoot, like, okay, this is happening. So of course they wanted to write an offer. So this was the second offer I've ever written. So like, I was like kind of scared. And like, honestly, like I think one of the admins on our team, someone, I forgot who helped me, but someone helped me write up the offer line by line, everything, explain everything, which is another benefit for being on a team. But they explained everything to me. I filled in all the required places on the contract, and I sent it over to my client for them to sign, and they signed. I sent the offer over to the listing agent, and the offer was accepted. And like, it was just crazy. So at this point, everything is going smoothly, everything is looking good. So then, of course, when you buy a property, you have to get it appraised. And so everything was going good. I believe they waived the inspections because they didn't want anything slowing them down. They had to be in their new home ASAP. And what I didn't know, which they told me like last minute, was that their lease was expiring towards the end of the month. So once it expired, I guess their landlord was a piece of beep, because he was kicking them out immediately, like immediately. Like, I guess he was just like, y'all cannot stay here no longer than this date. So I didn't know that until like towards the end of the transaction. So we got the appraisal back and it appraised under the price that we were under contract for. And like I swear, like usually then you would negotiate and try to get the seller to, you know, come down to that new price. But my buyers were like, you know what, I don't give a beep. I want this house. I need to be in it ASAP. And they put up that extra money. So, okay, that was cool. It was a little hump in the transaction, but it all worked out. You know, I'm like, okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But remember how I told you guys about them being kicked out towards the end of the month because of their lease? So I had called the lender and was just getting them anything they needed, like making sure my clients were on top of everything, because time was of the essence, okay? They had to be in their new house as soon as possible, and I did not want to like be the one to risk that or have them homeless. You know, I didn't want, I never had a homeless client, and I didn't want my first sale to be a homeless client. So thankfully the lender got everything done quickly. The title company got everything done quickly. So basically I was talking to the lender and the title company and getting everything in order to make sure that we close on time. And come to find out, we ended up closing on a Friday, very late in the day, okay? So when you close late in the day, title isn't going to transfer into the next business day. So it's Friday, right? So it's not going to transfer until Monday. Well, they were being kicked out on Saturday, the next day. So I'm like, OMG, I didn't know what to do. So I was literally like, I was up all night texting the listing agent and begging him for early possession. Begging him. And I shouldn't even have been begging him because the house was vacant, okay? It's not like the sellers had to move out or anything. The house was vacant. So I was begging him, and like his reasoning behind not letting them take early possession was his fear of like something happening, which I completely understand. So like say there was a house fire or something, like it would technically still be the seller's liability because the house was still in the seller's name. And I totally understood that. And my buyers did too. And I was like, look, we're willing to sign any type of waiver, anything we have to sign so that we can get the house. Like, I don't care. My buyers didn't care. I wanted them to get in ASAP. So it turns out that the listing agent finally agreed after me like begging, literally begging, like, please get the sellers on board for this. Please, like for real. It was, and I go hard for my clients, so period. But yeah, so in the end everything worked out. My clients were very, very happy. I was happy that everything got handled. Everything just worked out. So basically what I learned in this experience is just to always have steady communication with all parties of the transaction and everything will work out. And always go hard for your clients because like you're representing them. Like there's no reason not to go hard for them, you know? Like if they need something, you work your butt off to get it for them, period. And that's the type of agent that I am. I don't know about anybody else. I don't care. Like I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna make sure you get the best deal with the best terms, and anything that you want, like you get, period. That's me. That's what you get with me. So if I got any consumers watching out there, I'm your girl. But anyways, I just learned to just have steady communication, and really I took that as a lesson, and like I felt like it was a pretty good experience all in all, and I felt good about my skills, and like it just kind of built up my confidence. And like actually I think that listing agent, after like everything was closed, he was trying to like recruit me. He's like, hey, you're pretty, like you go hard for your clients, like I would love to have you on my team. But I quickly I was just like, thank you for the opportunity, but I'm very happy where I'm at. So but yeah, I mean, and you will get those experiences, like, so just go hard for your clients. It's okay if you make mistakes, as I explained in one of my previous videos. I'll put the card up here, but it's okay if you make mistakes and like you just learn from them and get better. See guys, not every real estate transaction is going to be crazy, but that was my first sale, and like, you know, everything pretty much went smoothly, except for the few hiccups towards the end. But all in all, I was pretty happy. That was my experiences. What are your experiences? Let me know in the comment section below. And follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Clubhouse, everything at Tyler Lee. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. I want to hear from you guys. What are your video suggestions? What are your experiences? How was your experience with your first real estate sale? Let me know down below. So that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.